So my name is Alison Gardner from North Carolina, and I support Pete Buttigieg for president in 2020. My reasons are personal. I am a physician of pediatric emergency medicine at a very large academic medical center that's a level 1 trauma center. And our rate of firearm injuries in children has increased hundredfolds in the past 2 years. I personally receive incoming trauma. A recent case was a 2-year-old little boy accidentally shot by a stray bullet. He came in as a CPR in progress. They were doing chest compressions. They had placed the breathing tube, breathing for him. My team went to work. It's an impressive team to resuscitate him. And as the leader of the team, the attending physician, I remember going to the head of the bed to look at where the bullet wound was. He had been shot in the head, and I placed my hand underneath his head. And when I pulled my hand out, it was covered in blood and also brain matter. I was holding this 2-year-old little boy's brain in my hand. And for a brief second, I just wondered what part that was. If that was the part where he had learned his first steps or his first words. It is a really unusual place to be in an unusual moment. But I looked up and I saw his mom in the corner of the room, and I saw my team, just a lot of people working, doing chest compressions, breathing for him, doing IV medications to try to get his heart restarted. And I knew that this was not going to happen. He had passed away. And, based on what I was holding in my hand, we weren't going to get him back. And so I told my team to stop. And when I say time of death and announce the time of death for a child, it's one of the worst feelings in the world. I tell my team to stop. Further efforts are futile. And I say time of death, and I know what comes next. It's a very unnatural cry or a wail from the mother. And it's just a horrible time. And the faces of my team of utter defeat, because none of us want this. We turn our attention to try to comfort the family. But all of us take this home with us as well. And the reason I support Pete Buttigieg is that there are lives that I need leadership and policy to save that I can't save. This little boy in my story won't be the last. So there are kids yet to be born and kids walking around that we need policy change from a leader who really understands in order to save their lives. Pete Buttigieg and his team, I think, can save lives of children in a way I cannot, and I'm depending on that partnership. Thanks for hearing my story. Because of the nature of the job, the most important policy decisions for me personally are those that are going to impact the health of children, including our crisis in the pediatric community of firearm injuries. It's the second leading cause of death of children. My name is Alison Gardner, and I support Pete Buttigieg for president.